Starting the video off a little differently this week with a free giveaway. 2 90% silver dimes found in last week's episode in the state of Hawaii. Specifically, the left-hand dime on the left side of your screen is a 1944 Mercury dime, which makes it a World War II dime. And it was found about 2 miles away from Pearl Harbor. And I think that's really cool. A World War II era dime found just a few steps away from Pearl Harbor. The one on your right hand side is a 1961, which still makes it 90% silver because it was made before 1964. 90% silver dime. All you have to do is comment down below in the comments section your favorite number, your lucky number if you will, from 1 to 100. We'll give it until November 1st, and then if no one hits it exactly, we'll pick the person with the closest number, and it'll be headed your way. You don't have to pay for shipping and handling. All that will be covered. It'll be headed your way. It might be a good idea to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we do this again, which we're going to. This is like a trial run, just a beta test. As we find cool stuff on the beach, valuable stuff on the beach, we'll give it away. Alrighty. Another day, another beach. We're in Rhode Island this morning. Travel plot twist. On my way home to Southern California from Hawaii, Delta offered me one of those things where they give you $400 in credits to pick another flight. So got a $400 Delta credit. Shout out to Delta. And my layover was in Atlanta. I don't know how that works. Hawaii to Atlanta, back to Southern California. It makes no sense. But I got to Atlanta, did a little planning, and had a friend that moved out of Southern California a few years ago and moved to Rhode Island. Hadn't seen him since. So I was like, hey, let's use this credit free to me, Rhode Island, do some metal detecting while we're there. And now we're here. Set everything up, low conductor mode, noise cancel, -6. Let's do this. See what treasures are to be had. First target. I think it might have dropped out of my scoop. Yeah, there she is. That looks like trash to me. Target 1, foil. It happens. Target number 2, a screaming 37, 2 depth bars. What do we got? Ooh, jewelry already? It doesn't look like anything super spectacular. I'll have to clean it up, but that's an interesting find. Interesting find early. Second target. I'll take it. On to the next one. Just a few feet away from the necklace, I've got a 36, 37. Or I should say pendant. It wasn't a necklace. And this beach already is way better. I've gone a little bit of metal detecting. I've been here like 4 or 5 days. And I have gone to a few other beaches. It's a long story, but it wound up with all the files being corrupted. And I had to get this new GoPro 13 with a special new micro SD card. Won't bore you with the details. But all the other beaches I went to, I didn't find anything significant. I found so much trash. A few coins. The coolest one is I found an English pound, which I thought was cool. Nothing old, super modern. And we have a pull tab. But all the targets were super deep and very spread out and nothing really of value. So this beach, Gooseberry Beach, is already better than the other beaches put together. So that's exciting. With my new GoPro and micro SD card, I might be able to just not hit the on and off button every time I hit a target, since it has more data capability, because these targets are super close together. I like it. Probably just a bottle cap. Oop, what do we got? No, it's a ring. Nice. Wow. Okay, I'm a fan of this beach already. Probably a tungsten, oop. Probably a tungsten ring. But another ring down, that's super cool. I think this is number 8. And it's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that with a little blue design. I'll get that cleaned up. Doesn't quite fit me, but close. Super cool. Super quiet too. I almost went over it. Probably foil. Yep. Just a little piece of foil. But it's trash, and it's now getting taken off the beach. This one's bouncing all over the place. It has to be a bottle cap. It has to be. Everything from a 10 to a 90. I bet it's one of those Coronas. They followed me. They followed me from San Diego. They tend to be the jumpiest ones. I don't know why. That's new. I've never found silverware at the beach. All right, definitely won't use it, but I'll throw it away, take it off the beach. Alrighty, fill in the hole. On to the next one. Pretty loud, 29. Could we have a nickel? I mean, I've been here like 45 minutes and I haven't, I found a ring, which is amazing. Found a little silver pendant, which is also really cool. But I have found 0 change, which is actually kind of surprising. Like, I've found good stuff. So good stuff's here. Just shocked that none of it has included change. I even found a fork. Nope. No dice. Just more trash. Pool tab. I'll give this a little bit of a go. It's a 17. Super deep. I'm not gonna dig to the center of the earth for this one. That wasn't too bad, even though it was all of the bars. I'm like 5 depth bars. That's why wasn't gonna spend too much time on it, because it was just another piece of foil. Alrighty, fill in my hole. See you at the next one. Headed back to the car. Was almost about to turn off my metal detector, and I got a quarter signal. Let's see what we got. There she is. Oh, it's kind of old looking. What year? 1996. All right, not that old. Alrighty, see you at the next beach. Alrighty, same day, another beach. It was about a 30-minute drive to get here, and it is busy. Most of that traffic, I asked people around, there's helicopters landing and taking off. Apparently they're giving away free helicopter rides today here in Rhode Island. I don't know the name of this beach. I'm not a local, and it's a long name that I won't even try to pronounce. But it's a good little beach, and I'm excited to see what we can find. Target 2, I think. There it is. Where is it at? I think we have a penny. 2 depth bars. Ooh, it's changing on me now. Now it's a 78. Could it be a dime? shall see. Nope. Shiny penny. 2017. I'll take it. 55. 57. One depth bar. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, it's a ring. I think it's a junker. You see the corrosion? Gold don't be corroding. Hey, but it's a ring. Ring 2 of the day. Very cool. We have the infamous bottle cap signal, or pull tab signal, 32. And here she is. I just missed it. Hey, but it was only 2 depth bars. It wasn't 14 inches down. So hey, what are you gonna do? I'll take that. Out of high tone, 87 to 94, 1 depth bar. I'm liking these shallow targets. And it's a quarter. Fresh drop, 2024. I will take it. Got a 65 to 71, 1 depth bar. Again, I like that. If it's accurate. Nice. What do we got? Ooh, a toy car. Very nice. Second one of the Rhode Island trip. Fill in my hole. See you guys at the next one. Super loud. We're right by the helipad. It's a something. It is. Nice. First nickel of the day. 1984. So I think that means I got a quarter, I got a penny, got a couple pennies, got a dime, a nickel. Yeah, I've got the quadfecta. Nice. Quadfecta in Rhode Island. Been a minute since I've got anything of substance, but I've got a 79 to 80. Is that a dime? Well, if it's a dime, I didn't get it. Did I throw it over here? Yeah, I did throw it, and it is a dime. Is it a silver dime? What year? 2015, no silver. Alrighty. So I didn't film the shoveling. There's the hole, because the helicopter is very loud and it rang up as trash. But it's a 1961 shilling, which I think is super cool. I don't know if that makes it valuable. I also don't know where it's from. Republic Austria? I don't know. I'll look into that at the cleanout, but that's really cool. Headed back to the car now. My Manticore gave me the critically low battery signal, which isn't what you want. I didn't think I'd been out here that long. But yeah, headed back to the car. Found some cool stuff here in Rhode Island. Not too terribly much. I did find that shilling and a couple rings. That's nice. And I don't even get to metal detect to the car. Usually that's what I do. I metal detect on my way to the car. But this one I'll be walking and no seeking. But had a good day, beautiful beach. See you guys at the cleanout. Here's our Rhode Island treasures. I know treasures might be a bit of a stretch because there's a fork in the video, but hey, it's my show. It's the first time I found a fork on the beach, so it's a treasure, and I'll fight anyone who disagrees. And 2 RC cars, pretty cool. I think favorite one's the race car on the right, but I doubt I'll spend much time playing with it. Got a 2019 English Pound. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty heavy, actually, not gonna lie. That was pretty cool. A very intriguing find is this 1961 Austrian shilling. I found that on the beach. And again, an old historical find. I think that's really cool. I really nerd out on the old history stuff. 6 quarters, 7 dimes, 2 nickels. I'm 14 pennies richer. And finds of the week. I've got this earring. Might be a junker, but looks pretty cool. Again, I'll save that for a follow-on episode where I get them tested. Got this again. People would probably call this a junker, but hey, on my episodes, no ring that I find is a junker, including this one. And then definitely find of the week. This carbon fiber tungsten, I think it's a size 10 or so, doesn't quite fit me. Wedding band, you see that blue streak down the middle. Looking it up, it's about $120, $195 new ring. So I think that, cut the value by half. $60, $95 value. Again, standalone episode will be coming when I collect more treasures, and I'll get them tested and evaluated by professionals to look the value up. But until then, that's my guesstimation. Hope you enjoyed this Rhode Island adventure as much as I did, and as always, catch you on the next one.